is my 2018 Tesla Model X P100D that is custom wrapped, that's gray, even has our What's Inside logo on the handles, and today, sadly, I'm taking them off. I owe you guys an update because this car I actually just got rid of. It's gone, my baby. This really was the favorite car that I've ever owned. I mean, it's beautiful. Yes, it has some dead bugs on it right now. But this is the fastest SUV in the world, the safest SUV in the world, and I think the sexiest looking Tesla Model X that is out there. The color is just incredible. The custom tint that we did on it. I love this car, but I just could not have it in my life anymore, and I had to get rid of it. And I got rid of it for a car that you guys are probably going to be a little bit surprised that I swapped it out for it. Let me show you the car that I traded this for. This is it, a 2014 Honda Accord Hybrid with 85,000 miles on it. That's right, a $15,000 car versus an over $100,000 car, and I swapped it out. I know I sound crazy, but there are some reasons why I did this that I think make sense, and I want to share them with you guys to hopefully help you in case you're trying to make the decision on whether to buy a Tesla Model X or Model S right now at this time period that's brand new, because I honestly don't think it's a good idea to buy a brand new Model S or Model X right now. Look, don't get me wrong, I love the Tesla Model X, and it's definitely a more comfortable ride than what this Honda Accord is. We went all electric about 8 months ago. We have 2 Tesla Model X's and a Tesla Roadster, and for a while it was a lot of fun and it was great. But then the summer came, and we live in a town that's about 2 hours away from the closest major airport and about 5 hours away from Salt Lake City, Utah, which is where we go to visit a lot of family, a lot of friends, and we spend a lot of time up there. That Tesla Model X is supposed to get 280 miles range, which should technically get us all the way to Salt Lake, but it never happened. We always had to charge in Beaver, Utah and Nephi, Utah for at least 30 minutes, usually 40 or 45 in each place. And then once we got up to Salt Lake, if we were spending 3 or 4 days there, we would typically stay at friends' houses in Utah County that is about 30 to 45 minutes away from the closest Supercharger. And our friends' houses didn't have anywhere to plug in. And so it seemed like every day or every other day we had to base our schedule around this Tesla Model X of getting around town, and it was incredibly inconvenient. I got a Honda Accord Hybrid. When I fill this 12-gallon tank up with gas, I have 600 miles range. 600! I've almost made it all the way from my small town in St. George, Utah, all the way up to Salt Lake City, which is like a 4.5-hour drive, and almost all the way back on the same tank of gas. I think this is an important thing to point out. Right now, I am less than half a tank of gas, and yet I have 283 miles range, which is the same as a full range inside of the Tesla Model X. I know there's a lot of you that are like, well, yeah, you have to charge, so what? I can't tell you how big of a relief it was to get in the Honda Accord and to know that no matter where I drove on these road trips, on these family vacations, I could just stop and get gas wherever, and it'd only take like a couple minutes to get gas, and I could stop at any gas station anywhere. If I didn't have to stop in Beaver and Nephi every single time I drove up to Salt Lake, I could just be a road warrior and just go straight through. So for us, for our family, it didn't fully make sense to be an all-electric family. You've got to have a gas-powered option. Tesla is the best when it comes to the supercharging network and being able to charge in other places, but if you had to say there was an Achilles heel to owning a Tesla, it's taking multiple road trips per year and having to worry about that range anxiety. When it comes to driving around town, we love driving a Tesla, and we still have our white Model X 100D, and that's the car that Leslie drives around to pick up the kids from school, to get around when we go everywhere as a family. That's the car we take, and then we just keep that other car for our road trips and like longer drives, and for my car to drive around. This is the premium Tesla. This is as good as it gets, the S and the X. But yet in some ways it has the inferior technology versus the Model 3. And what I mean by that is, right now Tesla has started rolling out their version 3 superchargers that can charge at 250 kilowatts at max power, which can get your car charged incredibly fast. But the problem is, the Model 3 is the only car that is able to charge and take advantage of that full 250 kilowatt hours, which is interesting because that's the lower cost Tesla right now. And these are supposed to be the premium cars, but you don't even have that option. They say that you can go up to 200 kilowatt hours, so still 50 kilowatt hours less than the Model 3 in the current brand new Model S and Model X. But even at that, according to data from Teslanomics, from thousands and thousands of people that have charged their Model S and their Model X at version 3 superchargers, they haven't seen one car that's actually gone above 150 kilowatt hours. So I don't even know if that's really possible with the current cars. There are so many rumors that Tesla is going to refresh the Model S and the Model X to get better battery systems. The reason why the Model S and the Model X right now can't have version 3 supercharging is because the cooling systems that go inside of the batteries of this don't work well enough to keep the temperature at the right temperature for it to take in that much energy. The Model 3 has a different battery system, so it can handle that. It sounds like what they're going to do is they're going to possibly use some different modified Tesla batteries that are going to increase the range. Who knows? They may just put the Model 3 type battery systems inside the Model S and the Model X. But once that happens, people are saying that there's a potential that the range on the Model X could get up to 350, 370, maybe even 400, definitely for the Model S, where the Model S currently is at 370 miles for the long range Model S. So if you're somebody that's looking to buy a Tesla Model S or Model X right now, it might be worth it for you to wait. It could be tomorrow, it could be 3 months, it could be 6 months from now, but it sounds pretty imminent that Tesla is going to refresh the battery packs or this charging system with the S and the X, and so that you can charge on the version 3 supercharger. So for a used Model S and a Model X, it does make sense financially. For a new Model S and a Model X, I know Tesla probably is going to say this is not the thing, but as for me, I don't recommend you buy one. Just keep on waiting until the range is better in these things and the version 3 supercharging is enabled. For now, I'm calling this car my road warrior car. And it does fantastic for road trips. I am surprised at how much I love my little $15,000 Honda Accord that can get me wherever I need to go. And that was the original plan, just get another Tesla as soon as they do the refresh. And now I'm slowly being convinced that electric cars have their place, but being a fully electric family, unless you're super, super patient and you don't mind having these long stops on road trips, it's not a really feasible thing in 2019 to be all electric. But it's coming, and I love the future, and I love electric cars. So who did we sell this car to? It's somebody you may know, and it's somebody that I think is ironic that actually turned that thing gray because he liked the color of his gray car. So now he's got a gray Tacoma and a gray Tesla Model X. I think you can guess who it is. Let's go see him, and we actually have some presents to show him because did you see the video where we took apart the Tesla motor and the Tesla engine? We did that the other day. Well, that was actually yesterday for us. This one looks like a flux capacitor. I think he's gonna like this, and it says Tesla right there. What are you guys doing?
Building the house.
Yep.
Playing Zelda in here?
Yep.
Yep.
I brought you a flux capacitor from a Tesla.
This is awesome. Dude, what in the world? There's so much copper in here.
Look at that. It even says Tesla on it right there.
I'm gonna hang this up on my wall.
I've got more presents from the Tesla. Hold on. All right, this bad boy. I'm taking this into Zach. Oh, it's the coolest thing ever. This engine was seriously one of the coolest videos we've ever done. I hope you guys were able to watch it. If you haven't seen it yet, I'll put a link to it. Okay, I got something else for you.
This is awesome. Oh my God. This is inside the motor?
That is part of the motor. Those are the gears.
You can spin.
Wow.
Look at those bearings.
That is amazing.
And look inside of this. It's like giant teeth. And then this, more bearings.
This is so much heavier than I expected.
That's just one little part. The engine is ginormous.
550 pounds.
But this is all the stuff that makes it run. Oh, and half of it's off. Touch this stuff right there.
This? What in the world? What is that?
Right? I don't know. It's all over it though. It's all over these things right here. It's like, touch right there.
I thought it was gonna like shock me.
No, it doesn't shock it.
Do you
It's
think
good.
this is some kind of like waterproofing?
I don't know what it is.
It's gotta be, right? Or was there liquid inside of this part?
Not in this part. Nope.
Huh.
It's a mystery. All right, so we're gonna leave some of this with Zach and he can look at it because he likes looking at the inside of things. The main question is, Zach, you have a Toyota Tacoma that you've confessed your dying love to. Why are you buying a Model X right now?
It's not for me. It's for someone else who can utilize its features much more than I can.
So yeah, sadly this car is not Zach's daily driver. He's still gonna drive the pickup truck, but it was a good reason that he bought this for, and so make sure you check out the video. I'm gonna link it right after this. Honda Accord versus Tesla. Am I crazy? I wanna hear your thoughts.